Namaskaram, hello, welcome to Cinephile India. In this video, we are reviewing a new Malayalam movie written and directed by Siva Prasad, starring Basil Joseph, Rajesh, Madhavan, and others, Maranamass. The trailer got me excited for sure because Basil Joseph has been turning into the most bankable star in the Malayalam industry, especially with some of his recent outings like Sukshmadarshini or the most brilliant movie of the year yet, Ponman, 2 months ago. Now, when I watched this trailer, which is produced by Tobino Thomas Productions, I was really excited because Basil Joseph is doing something that is kind of in his zone, a slapstick comedy, but his characterization as an action star, as a sad star, I think there was enough ample scope for a lot of comedy. However, I must say the slapstick style of comedy did not excite me even a bit, mostly because there was absolutely no connect to me personally in the story. Yes, the movie was able to generate a few laughs here and there, especially there is a sequence where a couple is doing their pre-wedding shoot in a cemetery. That was genuinely funny, I thought. But apart from those moments, where one or two moments spread over a 2 hour runtime, there was nothing the movie offered to me that makes me say that the movie was good. It was not bad. The screenplay was engaging, but there's nothing else working for it in the movie. Now, let's get to details of why exactly I'm saying that. Basil Joseph character is kind of peculiar in that he loves a girl, but then he's also taken over by the current trend of being a Sigma male, where his jacket, the jacket that he wears, behind the jacket, he has his face, the kind of narcissistic behavior that you kind of notice these days on social media. Being a Sigma male, he goes on so much so that he even has on his t-shirt, it says, Pranayam Tengayana. So, which roughly translates to love is farce, basically, right? So, he's kind of such a character, is silly and childish, because that's what you find these days in social media. People just look at some Instagram influencer and think that is what the cool thing is. But at the end of the day, he's a typical youth. He falls for a girl, but then he has to keep his outward appearances with his friends intact. So he kind of struggles that in between, kind of tries to juggle that in between. Basil Joseph in this character shined amazingly well. I think this is one of those roles that is actually tailor made for him, we could say. And so was Rajesh Madhavan. Rajesh Madhavan is an excellent actor. We have seen him in a lot of roles that are similar. He takes over the screen with his screen presence and the dialogue that he can say, the kind of modulation, the diction he brings it to the character. He was brilliant. I mean, one of the roles that, one of the recent movies that I remember was from 2 years ago. I think it was called Madanolsamam. He carried the movie on his shoulders. And even here, next to Basil Joseph, Rahul Madhavan gets the most amount of screen time, and in fact, even more than Basil Joseph, as a matter of fact, and he totally carried the movie on his shoulders. However, that's where the good things end with the movie, because the movie has barely anything to offer, or even for the audience to hold on to. You can only take the audience interest level to a certain level by having one slapstick joke after the other. Even the social media, the most recent references, they kind of become old. They get old very fast in the movie, especially when you don't have a coherent story to go for it. This movie is primarily about, I thought it was about Basil Joseph's character, but however, it kind of turns its own way, and it's about a serial killer and people trying to find out who the serial killer is. It's not even a suspense thriller. It's not an investigative thriller. It's not a full-fledged comedy. It was not an action. It was not a love story. It struggled quite a bit to find its place in what my genre is and what my audience, what I want to convey to my audience. And that's where the writer Siva Prasad and the director Siva Prasad failed to connect to me at a very basic level with respect to the story and even the editing and all that. But the characters did work for me. Basil Joseph did an amazing job. Rajesh Madhavan did an amazing job, but however, that's where all the good things end as far as this movie is concerned. So that is this review of Maranamass. If this is the first time you're watching a video on my channel, please do consider subscribing. And if you like this video, please do like this video and share. And I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, take care.